This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It's Payne. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give out of the gun. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Payne. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quickly to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going up top again. He's got him this time. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Catch in the middle, it's McAllister.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going back to the ground.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's McAllister. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll give it to the back. Creates a little room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the back, racing down the left side. He's at the 50. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
TCU, 0. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wide open spaces. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Using the quick game. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're...
He's loose. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, and getting in for the long touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
TCU 7.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's King. Makes the catch. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The short hands, it's Patterson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On the run, it's Payne. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He'll try it again. Plows through the defense. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hoover. He's going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gets the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Yellow Jackets need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's King. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Give to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
Looking to throw, it's King. Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Yellow Jackets need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll run the screen. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Payne. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. To the air. It's Hoover. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's King. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target over the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Turning on the Jets. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's King. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To throw, it's King. Trying to bull his way in. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's McAllister. At the 35, he's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the 1st down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. It's a running room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
To the air on 1st down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, TCU. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's King. Grabbed in the middle. It's Patterson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, TCU 35, Georgia Tech 14.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Oh, a lot of space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Snagged out of the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Working that wide receiver screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep. React to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The option look. Quick toss. Creates a little space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Kane. Caught near the sticks, it's Patterson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Rides to back and leaves it. Fights off the defender. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's King. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The give to the tailback. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.